Once upon a time in a cozy little village, there lived a curious cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was not just any cat, he had a soft, fluffy coat of orange and white fur, and his bright green eyes sparkled with mischief. He loved to explore the world beyond his owner's garden, always seeking out new adventures. One sunny morning, as Whiskers was lounging on the garden wall, he noticed a butterfly fluttering by. The butterfly's wings were a brilliant shade of blue, and it danced through the air with such grace that Whiskers couldn't resist following it. He leaped down from the wall and padded softly through the grass, his eyes locked on the delicate creature. The butterfly led Whiskers on a merry chase through the village. It flew over the cobblestone streets, around the old oak tree in the town square, and even past the bakery where the smell of fresh bread made Whiskers' mouth water. But he was too focused on the butterfly to stop for a snack. As the chase continued, Whiskers found himself in a part of the village he had never seen before. The houses here were smaller, with colorful flowers blooming in every garden. The butterfly finally landed on the windowsill of a tiny cottage with a thatched roof. Whiskers approached slowly, not wanting to scare it away. Just as he was about to pounce, the cottage door creaked open, and an elderly woman stepped out. She smiled warmly at Whiskers and said, "Ah, I see you've found my little friend. This butterfly visits me every day, and I always know it's time for tea when it arrives." "Would you like to join me for tea, little one?" the woman asked, as if she could understand Whiskers' thoughts. She turned and disappeared into the cottage, leaving the door slightly ajar. Whiskers followed her inside. The cottage was cozy, with a crackling fire in the hearth and the scent of freshly baked scones filling the air. The woman poured herself a cup of tea and set out a small saucer of cream for Whiskers. As they enjoyed their treats, the woman told Whiskers stories of her own adventures as a young girl, traveling to far-off lands and meeting all sorts of animals. Whiskers listened intently, his green eyes wide with wonder. When the sun began to set, Whiskers knew it was time to head back home. The woman gave him a gentle pat on the head and whispered, "You're welcome to visit any time, my curious friend." Whiskers left the cottage, feeling content and a little wiser from the stories he had heard. He made his way back to his own garden, the butterfly now forgotten. But every now and then, he would return to the little cottage with the thatched roof, where a warm cup of tea and a kind word were always waiting for him.